I always assumed that I would get better and my pain was going to go away, and the practice had to keep going and the bills had to keep getting paid, because if that all went away, what would there be to come back to?
My name is Joseph Chang.
My name is Stephen Hargett, and I'm a physician. I've been a physician since 1976.
My name is Mark, and I was an ear, nose, and throat physician.
I went to UCLA School of Dentistry, started in 1971, graduated in 1975. And went on and started my practice, actually private practice, in 1975, and that practice I've had since then. So a good part of 34 years in the same location, same practice.
I trained at LA County USC Medical Center, prior to that the University of Arizona, and finished at LA County USC. I finished a residency in otolaryngology and head and neck surgery, and went on after that to train in a head and neck fellowship at the University of Virginia, where I did oncologic head and neck surgery and reconstructive plastics. I practiced at Good Samaritan Hospital, St. Joseph's in Burbank, and Glendale Memorial, and taught at USC.
I was previously married. I'm now widowed. I have 2 kids. One of them has autism, one of them's in graduate school. And I had a very successful, fulfilling medical practice that I was proud of, and I was happy to go to work every single day.
I actually had no plans of purchasing disability. Didn't know what it was, didn't care to get it, because at that time I thought it was healthy, and why would I need it?
It seemed ridiculous to me because I was healthy, I wasn't accident prone, I was strong, I was invincible, I ran every day.
It hit me at a different level, and I finally realized, okay, I'm an intern, and I was young, I felt invincible, but something struck me for some strange reason, and I started to think, well, okay, if I couldn't function as a doctor, what would I do? And I realized immediately that I'd be in the same situation that these people that I was treating would be in.
I finished my training and started practice in 1987, and I started having some medical issues in 1997, 98, so it had been 10 or 11 years in practice.
I used to run 6 miles 3 or 4 times a week and work out in the gym, and one day suddenly I developed severe right leg pain. I woke up one morning and I could no longer put any weight on my right foot because it was so painful.
We both looked at the radiograph, and it was shocking. I could see pieces of bone in that entire area.
I got to a point where I was in so much pain with my back that I had to have surgery.
So a week went by, 10 days went by, it didn't get better, didn't get worse. Made an appointment, checked around, made an appointment with a neurosurgeon, and found out that I had a spondylolisthesis at lumbar vertebrae between 4 and 5, and one vertebrae had slipped over the other, and the disc was completely deteriorated.
It's just getting worse and worse, and to a point where I actually had to bring in an associate.
Very bluntly, in almost one sentence, said, "You're done." In essence, it ended my career in ENT and head and neck surgery.
Around 2007, I started looking into, hey, maybe I ought to think about retiring, because I just couldn't work a full day. So I retired in 2008.
Disability income protection is a godsend. It's the best decision I ever made.
I'm very pleased with it. I'm absolutely happy to have it. It lets me live comfortably.
Pros and cons, there's no question that it allowed me to maintain a life, continue a life, and have options.
I hate that I'm on disability. I don't want to be on disability, but thank God. Every time that check comes in, I thank God for that check, and I am grateful that somebody had the foresight, being Steve Ravetti, to show me why this product was so good and could be so important. Because without it, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where my kids would be. I can't work. I don't know where we'd be. I don't know what we'd be, if we'd be living in a tiny apartment or if we would have had to move somewhere else. I don't know.
I would say if they want to protect their income, if a young physician wants to protect their income, protect their family, and protect their options and availability for continuing to practice as well as possibly changing a career should it be necessary, that disability insurance is probably, and this is my opinion, probably more important than life insurance in certain ways because it protects the here and now.
If something should happen, it could have been a stroke, it could have been loss of finger in an accident, could have been a neck problem, could have been a car accident. Anything can affect your living and potential that you truly deserve.
The investment compared to what you might get in return if you need it, the investment is so worthwhile, and it is. It was an investment in me that without it, I'd be in trouble. And I tell them they can get in that same trouble too, and if they have a family depending on them, it could really could put them in a situation where they have nowhere to go.